Welcome to Nonna Stitching Lounge. Today I'm going to open my November Knitcrate and I'm going to answer the 20 questions about me. So welcome everyone, I'm Rosie and I am in Nonna Stitching Lounge. Nonna is Italian for grandmother, and my grandmother taught me how to crochet and knit, and so I named my channel after her. And I too am a Nonna now. So welcome, and my channel is about knitting and crocheting, mostly crocheting these days, and stitching, other kind of stitching as well. So I got tagged by, I believe, Debbie at the Canadian Crocheter on the 20 things about me, and so I'm going to answer those questions. And before I do that, I just wanted to excuse my voice. I just came back from vacation and I lost my voice. I think it's the air conditioner in the rooms in the hotel, and probably a little bit of drinking, a little bit of partying, and all that other stuff, all that other good stuff. So yes, I had a great vacation. So yes, so let's get it on. So Knitcrate, yes, my November Knitcrate arrived while it was away. I did keep it under, I think, the Energizer theme, and let us see if I actually got what I think I got this time. Last month I was a little disappointed because I thought I had changed it, but I don't think I pressed confirm, so it didn't change. So yes, so I got my color. It's the purple. It is a very, much as my shirt, if you can see, it is my color. I love this color. So it's a very dark burgundy with a tinge of purple, but it's mostly burgundy. So it's a Knitology. It is it's a glowing worsted. The colorway is Beta, and it is 40% superwash merino, 30% silk, and 30% alpaca. And it's very soft, and I do love the color. It is pretty much one color. There's not a lot of variation in it. I don't know if you can see, but I do like that. I know that some people didn't like how solid the colors are. And I think I missed the buy one and get one free, but I think I'm going to get more of this because I really like it. And it is 150 yards, so it's only 300 yards worth here. But I did see the shawl, which is crocheted, and I do like that. So presumably I can make that shawl with the 300 yards. And the extra is a tea. It is a Mango Magic Strawberry Sensation and Blackcurrant tea. So actually, it's really interesting. Yeah, looks like a nice tea. So I'm not going to spend too much time on the Knitcrate because I'm sure most of you have seen it, or if you haven't already seen it, there's a lot of people. So anyway, these are the other colors that came with it. The Energize Me is Beta, which I got. Chill Out is C, and then there's a beige called All Natural. It's a very beigey, sandy color, which is actually really nice too. And actually, all three of those look really nice together. But anyway, so that's my Knitcrate. So let's start with, hopefully we'll get through this fast, 20 question tag. So the number one question is, what does your name mean? So my name is Rosie. Rose, flower in Italian, rosso is red. So I think it's pretty simple. Where are you from? I am from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. I am of Italian immigrant parents. They came here in the 50s from Italy, southern Italy, and but I was born in Canada. Again, that's number 3. Where were you born? I was born in Toronto, Canada, right in the city where my parents had a house back in the day in the city. What would your parents have named you if you were a boy? Okay, so well, if I were a boy, likely my parents would have named me Frank because my youngest brother is Frank and he's named after an opera singer. So, so chances are my name would have probably been Frank. What is your biggest accomplishment? So, thought about this for a bit. My biggest accomplishment, of course, my children. I have three boys. They're all in their, well, one's turned 30 this year and the others are in their 20s. But I would also say one of my biggest accomplishments is my work. I've worked for a government agency for 34 years and I've done fairly well there. So I would say that is next to my family, my biggest accomplishment. What is your eye color? Very dark brown. What is your favorite candle scent? I like vanilla. I like the vanilla scents. So, can you cook? No. Can I cook? No.
Yes.
Come here, answer a question for me.
Yes.
The question is, can you cook? Can I cook?
Yes, you can very well.
And what is your favorite dish that I make?
There's a bunch. I like your chili. I like your eggs in purgatory.
Eggs in purgatory. I'll explain that to you later.
Yeah.
Okay. And you can cook too, Nonna. What's for dinner?
I'm not sure yet.
Okay. He's not sure. Thank you. You're dismissed. So yes, I can cook. I don't cook generally very often because Nonna works at home normally and he does a lot of cooking. But I do love making Italian food. What he mentioned was the eggs in purgatory is one of the dishes that my Nonna used to make, which was you saute onion with tomato sauce, just puree, and then you actually poach egg sunny side up in the tomato. It's really, really good. And you, of course, have to eat it with nice, thick Italian French stick, or Italian bread or French stick. What is good about your life right now? What is good is Nonna and I like to travel, so we do that. I have a good job, and I can pretty much buy any yarn I want. So that's pretty good, I think. What is your sign? I'm a Libra. I think I've talked about that. I'm born in October. What scares you about aging? I've seen a few people talk about this. I think I've had 2 hip replacements, so I know how debilitating the lack of movement is. So that really scares me, not to be able to travel and walk and move and do that freely because I was limited for quite a bit. So that really does scare me about aging. There's that question that some people ask is what's worse, whether you lose your bodily function but you have your mind, or you lose your mind and got dementia but you can still move around. Either one really sucks. What is your favorite holiday? My favorite holiday is going on holidays down south. I find that Christmas and Easter and all the religious holidays have just taken on a life of their own. They've lost complete meaning. I am Christian, Catholic, so yeah, and it's just way too commercial, way too much going on. So my favorite holiday really is going on holidays when I can down south or in Europe, which I love to travel in Europe. What is your guilty pleasure? So I have to say my guilty pleasure is reading romance novels, smutty romance novels. I started reading Harlequin romances back when I was a teenager, and in between going to university and working and reading all kinds of legal documents and all that stuff, I like, when I read for pleasure, to read something that is so basic and nonsensical, just very, anyway, that's my guilty pleasure. I love Nora Roberts, I love Marie Force, a lot of the historical romances, that sort of thing. So that is my guilty pleasure. What is your favorite show to binge watch? So Generally, I do binge watch. Well, when Nonna lets me watch TV, because apparently on our house only our TV only has sports. Yeah, Sunday it's only football, and then there's hockey, and then there's basketball and all those things. So luckily, I do like some sports. But when we binge watch, it's usually something off of Netflix. We binged watched Mad Men, which I absolutely love. I binge watched Handmaid's Tale, which is a great show. I haven't seen the third season yet. So anything that's a series that, as Nonna would say, anything that has mobsters in it, anything that has true crime, he loves that. So I ended up watching what he does because I don't watch a lot of TV. I usually just watch YouTube and a lot of Yarny channels. So, and the last, oh, it's not the last question. Oh my gosh. Okay, 15. What is anything you can't leave the house with? Probably my cell phone. I leave only because it's the only, I don't have a house phone anymore, so I have my cell phone so people can reach me. Are you a morning person or a night owl? I am definitely more of a morning person than I am a night owl. It used to be the other way around when I was younger. We were just away for 9 days in Jamaica, and by 11 o'clock I was totally zonked, and but I did stay up till 12:30 one night. But I'd rather get up early and then enjoy the day, the sun, sit at the beach, and the sunlight and the water and that sort of thing than the nightlife. Unfortunately, Nono has what I call FOMO, fear of missing out. So he loves to stay up late because he thinks he's going to miss something if we actually go to bed. What is your favorite genre of movie? Well, similar to my guilty pleasure, my favorite genre of movie is romantic comedies. When I watch something, I want it to have a happy ending. I know it's very sad, but it's true. If it doesn't have a happy ending, then to me the movie was a complete waste of time. So anyway, that's my favorite genre. What is the best thing you bought? I don't know. I buy a lot of things. Of course, yarn, all kinds of things. I guess my condo in Toronto is probably one of the best things I've bought. It's close to work and low maintenance, and the only problem with my condo, as I've told you before, is that it doesn't have a lot of storage for my yarn. Might have to have Nono move out so I can store my yarn. Are you an introvert or an extrovert? So I am definitely an extrovert. I get my energy around people. When I'm away from people too long, I tend to go into I won't say depression because that's been used too much, but I do tend to mellow out. And so I definitely get my energy from being around people and talking to people. So, and what is your favorite book? I don't have a favorite book. I have a lot of favorite books. I already talked about the genre I love to read. So I love reading books that have series. So if an author like Marie Force, she has a couple of series I love because there's tons of them. There's also, what's her name? The Virgin River series. I can't remember her name now. But she has like 20 in a series. So I love just reading series of books, that sort of thing. So that's it for my 20 favorite, my 20 questions. Hopefully that gave you a little bit more insight into who I am and what I like. So I'm not going to tag anybody because I know a whole bunch of people were already tagged. And I think even Crystal at Bag O'Day just did it. So, but if you see them, go and watch the 20 favorite things. And anyway, so thanks for watching, and we shall chat soon. Ciao for now.